EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And, Charles, this defense may be excited, you'd have to think, at the prospect of facing a team working on a 3-game losing streak.
But their head coach, he really kind of poured water on that in his weekly press conference, and I would say the water was cold there, partner. He told everybody, listen, everybody's a threat. We can't take our eyes off the prize for 1 minute in this league. And I know everyone watching him say it, they may not have believed it, but no one challenged him.
Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The disaster there. I mean, you... saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down. The interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And it's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that'll back him up 5. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On the carry, it's Cook, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught. Block it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gay's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Well, good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield leaping, and he makes the grab. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mayfield on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right. He gets away, but I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Oh, and they hadn't stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Cook following the penalty. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2nd and short now following the fumble. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Cook. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with Coach?
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Tannehill on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now Tannehill. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cole Beasley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
Taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Check. Point it right. Real.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And Cook has it left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kings.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mayfield's throw here pulled in by Beasley.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right. And he's hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Cook. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. On
2nd down, Britt Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Tannehill. And that is taken in by Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They run, Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now Tannehill. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down. Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So Flying Eagles fly. It's a victory.